Shalom, brothers and sisters. I'd like to welcome you all back to Rooted in Hebrew. Um, Today it is titled Fighting. I forgot the title I put on. Good night. Fighting to get out of the wilderness or something. Um, and that's what we'll be talking about today. I'm sorry I got started a little bit late, a whole lot late, because usually I try to stay on at 3. But you know what? And then too, I like to make a correction. When the Most High said that He's going to weed out His people, Shalom, brother Avon. I said that not all people. No. When the Most High said He's going to weed out His people, because at the end of that, He said that because they will not go under His rod into His kingdom. So when He said He's going to weed out, He's going to weed out. Now, when there's time for correction, He do leave correction for His people, and they make the needed changes and things. But when it comes down to weeding out the rebels, yes, they will not be in His day of rest. Sister Coco Mango, Shalom, they will not be there. No. So I wanted to make that correction because I try to go back and look at the videos and see what I said, and if I've said something by mistake or misquoted, I like to come back and correct it. And I felt that needed a correction and things of that nature. And so I found that I needed to do just that. Also, I was thinking about this wilderness and things, and it seems like with us, well, it's not no seem like it is what it is. We're getting bombarded now. We are getting bombarded with a lot of stuff, a lot. And it's just not African Americans. You have the brothers and sisters in what's that island? Haiti. They were mistreating our brothers and sisters. Anywhere we at, we are under attack. And the sooner we understand that, we start to know this, and we start to believe it, the better off we're going to be. At least we know what's going on. There's some sadistic, sad things that's happening now with all of us. And some things may not be so small. These things have a very mighty weight to it. They do. And the more you sit up here and you try to maintain your spirituality, it's going to be tested off the top. It's going to be tested. And I know a lot of us, some of us, I don't think we even truthfully ever imagined that we will see days like this. All right, brother Avon, you said we are expecting a phone call. Wait a minute, hold on, brother. Brother Avon, give me a little bit more information on what you're talking about. You said leaving the wilderness. Hey, talk to me, brother. Shalom, Sister Georgetta. How you doing, sister? Yeah, give me a little bit more of what you're saying in that text. But like I was saying, we are bombarded right now. Seriously bombarded. The smallest thing can turn into a hill of beans. The devil has a gift on making small things great, making them great and out of control. This is what we got to contend with. These are the things we have to contend with. And we ain't even talking about our little own shortcomings. Shalom, Sister Yoli. Nice to have you here today. And we're not even talking about our own shortcomings. That's another thing. But just to see this stuff go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and no matter how we talk about it, Miss Shalom, Sister Daryal, we you can never make sense out of it because it's only there to make a distraction for us. And with that distraction and being in this wilderness, I don't know. Sorry for leaving the wilderness. Okay, I got you. This is a battle. Thanks a lot, sis. This is a battle. It is. I'm serious. Ain't nobody gonna tell me anything different. It is. And this is what it takes for us, for this nation to be born. If we gotta go through this, the only thing we have, the best thing I would say that we can do is stay in prayer. Stay in prayer. Continue to encourage brothers and sisters, because you're going to have those days where things are going to get blown out of proportion. You could be standing back looking at like, are you for real? It's going to happen. Let me just give you one. A wife may say to her husband, will you please keep your socks out the middle of the floor? Every time she walks into a room or whatever, he got his socks in the middle of the floor. That little small thing can blow out of proportion. It may seem small, but at the same time, if you got a sock in the middle of the floor, why in the way you go take one? Your sock's always in the middle of the floor. If it's not going to kill you, hey, put the sock where it belongs. Boom, in the dirty clothes hamper. Or roll it up and put it in your shoe or something. And if it takes that to maintain peace, so be it. You have peace. If a person said, hey, you know what, I don't like this here, and they keep doing what you say you don't like. But if a person not worried about your well-being and things of that nature, well, you may have a problem on your hands, because they're going to continue to do what they want to do. And unfortunately, with a lot of us, we are in those positions. We're in those positions, period. You may have an unbelieving mate, not knowing, well, the mate that's not awoke, not knowing that you're working out your salvation. And that salvation, according to the scripture, could save your whole family. That's what the scripture says. And a lot of mates that are non-believers are on that totem pole and don't realize that they have a blessing laying right next to them, him or her. But this is the battle that we got to go through to maintain our sanity in order for us to continue to serve the Most High faithfully. Don't nobody want to lose their mind. Don't nobody want to lose their mind nor their sanity. Their sanity. It is absolutely a whole lot that's going on that we got to contend with in this wilderness. Like the scripture said, she was in pain. She was pregnant. She wanted to give birth. She was yelling, she in pain. It's time for this child to be born. And here we are, brothers, sisters. You have a nation that's being born. And so yes, we there are some blows that have been taken. And unfortunately, all those blows are going towards Israel. We're the ones that's going to come out of here bruised up. And he's using the world against us. When I tell you, I seriously believe that all of these distractions, there's something we're not seeing. There's something we're not seeing. And I seriously believe that attack is going to be on all of Israel. I seriously believe that. What? All right. Let them go ahead and vote. They're getting to a point where today is the 4th, tomorrow's the 5th. Now, I'm still holding on to this war thing. I'm serious. If they start to look at those numbers and seeing that, hey, somebody's going to lose, somebody's going to win, something's going to get popped off. If we want to stay in power, we need to get this thing started. And they already put the excuse out there. Hey, Israel is like a lone wolf. They're out there doing things on their own. In order for them to show the world, or tell the world rather, we got to join this war. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know what you brothers and sisters are saying. I mean, you can put it in the chat as to what you are seeing. What is your assumption and things of that nature? But that's what I'm seeing. These people making all these excuses. Canadian prepper. It's like he watching every minute, every second of what's going on. He try to report it. Boom. They tell me to send in some bombers over to Iran and all that. But when it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, it's us that need to be turning our backs and find out, hey, what y'all got going on? Because it's here, it can serve as a distraction. But there's something because we are his main concern, not the world. We are. We are his main concern. Revelations. So he went off and made war with the seed of the woman. That's us. It didn't say he went off to make war with the world. The world is his. That's his system. He got them doing their bidding. Whatever he wanted them to do, they're doing it right down to this very day. So let us not be fooled. There's something on the horizon, and I think this something is going to get the Most High's attention. Well, his attention is already there. But now what they're going to do, they're going to wake his anger up. Well, his anger is there too. But they go, that fury. And you start messing with the apple of his eye. And you doing it blatantly. Where it's not really now the nation, and you took it personally. Remember when the Most High told Satan, you can do what you want to do to Job. You better not take his life. You best not take his life. He knew exactly how far he needed to go with the Most High, and he didn't take his life. And brothers and sisters, what I'm saying, we just might get to that like dire strait situation. We need to mentally maintain come what may. And it's easy to say these things. It's very easy. But to live them out, that's a whole different chapter, whole different book. And I'm not trying to scare, put fear in no one, but this is a time where we need to be really, truthfully watching our backs. He's literally gearing people up against us, and he's moving them. The world can't look at us and tell us who we are. For the vast majority of the world, let's put it that way. But he can. He knows who each and every last one of us is. He do. He knows. And he can move his people in our direction to cause us harm. He knows exactly what he's doing. He does. I mean, it's not like he can make an excuse for it. We know what he's doing. Let's not be ignorant to his design, to his plan. The Most High he given us our book, and he gave us warnings as to what to look for. That's what he gave us. Yes, disobedience. The obedience is going to be a must. It's going to be a must. Now, could this be whatever thing they got that he got planned up? Could that be? Could that push us into an exodus? Probably. But to be on that watch, because I'm looking at the political side of it. All right, black people don't vote. All right, you needed some. They needed some other people to come in and make them feel like they're citizens. So be it. This picture is a whole lot bigger than what we're seeing. That's what I believe. You had more people, never before in history. You had a lot of people, never before in history, did a massive, I would say, exodus out of their country into another country, the European lands. The only place on this planet where a lot of immigrants went to, the European lands, the Americas, and the UK, the EU, whatever you want to call it, the European lands. Why? Why did these European lands open their front door like that? Why? Why did they keep those doors closed for so many years? Made it difficult. Shalom, Sister Anita. Nice to have you here. Sister Yvonne, how you doing? That's the question. Why did they open up these doors, which they've been having them shut for years and years? They made it difficult for anybody. If you was not a citizen of these European lands, they made it difficult for you to get into it. They made it very difficult. And then in a matter of a few years, you just open up the door. Matter of fact, you had the door torn down. You had these people run in. You even gave them money. This is the question we should be asking ourselves. Why? This is just not for no votes. Because the only voting that the world is looking at is in the Americas. Why are all those people over there in Paris, France, and all those European lands over there? Why wasn't a massive exodus done in Russia, or the Ukraine for that matter, but the European lands. Why? There's something serious, something going on. There's something going on. That's the thing that just keeps pondering my mind. It's pondering my mind. I tell you, Sister Georgetta, you said for that reason, the real brothers here are very quiet in this situation, but I know they do not want to be in Babylon's war. Shoot, I bet you're right. Shalom, brothers, Yah saints. I agree. But see, that's the thing. Babylon can paint a picture, but the paint is not dry. They're making like peaches and creams. They will make it like it's peaches and cream. What they got going on, says, it's mind-boggling. Put it there. It is absolutely mind-boggling. As the action now, it's not really. The government is yelling foul, and I think they just getting paid to yell foul because I seriously believe they're working together. Truth be told, that's just me. I think they're working together. Brothers, let me say it this way. We've seen the world do all types of tests and things on us and to us. Good morning, Sister Pixie. Sister Pixie Dust. Shalom. We've seen them do these things. We've seen them set dogs on our brothers and sisters. We've seen them set our brothers and sisters on fire. But what they got going on here that I'm looking at, that I'm not necessarily looking at, but just an eerie feeling that it's going to supersede all of that. It's going to supersede all of that. Well, Dylan, you said, Brother Mike, the Most High, Yah, has his chosen children preparing in mystery Babylon for routes ready. That's a good feeling for the second Exodus. All praises to the Most High. Shalom, Brother Kenneth. And I believe that too, bro. I believe that. But when the Most High, it ain't no but, it's like I'm going against you. The Most High told his people to come out of Babylon. Whatever is going to happen, brother, and it would appear that it would appear that Shalom's Kathy, that there's going to be a distinction between the world and this little small group of people, Israel. It's going to be a difference. Now, if you want to look at something, let's look at the brothers and sisters in Haiti. They're always showing our people, well, in destitute, and they should be, because they Charity, I'm doing it live right now. Hold on just for a moment. And like I was saying, Um, I thought I hit mute. All right. Um, you didn't get the Sister Kathy. I replied to the email. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I'll resend it. But this is where we at. We Sister Latasha, shalom. This is some critical stuff that's happening right now. I mean, not saying that we worried about the election. We're not worried about the election. It's the aftermath. And it's truthfully, it doesn't matter which way it goes. For us, it doesn't matter because it seems they want to get. They keep on. They said whether Trump win or this woman win, civil war. South Africa was talking about a civil war. White politician. No, if they do this, they will invoke a civil war. I'm like, it's a whole lot of black people down there for you to be talking about civil war, don't you think? But what Gentiles fall into and fall up under is what they call it, the candy bars. The candy bars. That's all they fall back on. Without that weapon, they're nothing. They can't fight. That's the thing. Right now, it's all about who got the biggest gun. That's what this is about right now. That's what this is about. It's about who got the biggest and the most guns. And that's how they go about their life. And I heard brothers and sisters say who was talking about the Civil War. Oh no, the Gentiles got a lot more guns than we do. Which is more than likely I can believe that's true. I mean, I can believe that. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and debate it. I'm not going to debate that. Our minds are not set up that way. It's just lately brothers start to think about taking care of their families and trust and believe. It's not like their house is full of ammunition. No, it's not. Mm. The world? Nah. They think they have enough ammunition to last them a lifetime. That's that false hope. It's that false hope. They want the big gun to make the big noise, the big bullets to do, make the big damage. But once it's all used up, what do you have then? Can I say faith? No, you never practice faith. You want to talk about somebody that's going to be empty, lost, discombobulated? It's going to be those type of people. When I have a way in the world to save them, their own mindset won't even save them. Only reason we can say that, the only reason we can say that is because we've been there before. The only thing different about it is the Most High said that he will not totally abandon his people Israel, to which his word rings true right down to this very day. Because if we, what they did to what the world did to other nations and things, or Ashatan, truthfully, we're supposed to be gone off this planet a long time ago. A long time ago. But we're still here by his power. Without the Most High, no, there is no way any other, not us, we know there's no way we should have survived. I threw a lot of our brothers and sisters into the Atlantic. The food started running low. Oh, we gotta, and they would just like send our people. or throw them overboard like it wasn't no thing. All they got to do is do one, because they had them all. You see, man, you brothers and sisters seen the movies, how they had our brothers and sisters chained up. All they do is throw one, the rest of them, regardless of what they talk, they going right along with it. That's the worst. Oh my goodness. Now you can understand the Most High's anger against these nations. All of that, he's remembering all of that. You spilled holy blood. The world spilled it. Holy blood. Saints, touch not my saints, my holy ones. They went right there full blown and did it. And one thinking of another. And still doing it. Making plans to do it. Whatever their plans are right now. Of course, Satan is trying to get his he's trying to bring about his kingdom. It's like he's trying to live out or live for his name to be amongst the people, amongst the nation. What was that dude's name? Albert, it's Albert something. And he like a Mason or whatever. And so I was just reading some of his pages. And they walk Pike, Albert Pike. Thanks, Brother Dylan. That's some diabolical stuff. That's very diabolical. I'm serious. But this is where we at. We're at that time. Hold on just for a moment. We're at that time. And whatever he wants, but if he can, because the Most High did say this now. He said, if possible, even to mislead his elite or his chosen people. There's something he is trying to do while we are still in captivity, while he still have his hand on us, while he can still reach out to us. Excuse me. That's the thing we need to be watching out for. Because he could not get Yahusha to bow down and do an act of worship. He was called away to the Most High throne. But he need us. And truthfully, it would appear, once we are thoroughly awakened across the board, I'm talking about across the board, not just in the United States, UK and things, I'm talking about all of us on a global scale. Once we are all truly awakened, now he can bring about his sinister plot. Because now they are awakened. They are awakened now. I need to use this awakening to see can I mislead some of them. Now they know they're not Christian, they know they're not Islam, but I need to prove them. I couldn't get to their king. He told me to leave him alone. I had to leave. His words are strong. But his people, I'm gonna try my best to get it. I'm gonna try my best to get to them. Shalom, brother. Truth hurts. Shalom. Yeah. And so that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm understanding now. And it seems like, as the Most High said, in the latter days, you will understand. It's like the Most High, he's enlightening us to start looking at things in a different way. Hey, you know that this is coming upon you. Um, you put yourself in a better position. If you guys to, hey, whatever you think you need to do on a spiritual level in order to make sure that you're going to be loyal to the Most High, so be it. Do just that. Do just that. Because when it's all over said and done, I'm sorry, sis. I mean, truth hurts. I didn't know, sis. Sorry about that. Um, I think this is one of the times, brothers and sisters, that we're gonna have to be on our P's and Q's. We're gonna have to, and because now, like I said, and then, going back to Jeremiah, if you go back and you read that chapter, you'll see the Most High said what He's going to do for His people. He's going to take all these bonds out. So when He take those bonds off, those bonds are not just physical bonds. There's some that's mental. There's a lot that's mental. As to when it comes to Christendom, as to when it comes to Islam, as to whatever happens in your life. He says He's going to take them all. He's going to restore His people. So now you start seeing those bonds come off, and the vast majority of brothers and sisters are being awakened, and they understanding who they are. The devil, he already has a plan for that. All right, they wakening up. I need to see which ones I can get to be like Esau and sell their birthright. Yep, that's what I need to do. And this is going to be on a global scale. Everything. I don't put nothing past the devil. Period. Revelations 12. Yeah. It's alive and it is absolutely kicking. Shalom, brother Robert. It is. Revelation chapter 12, and it's talking about the 12 tribes of Israel and its persecution within the wilderness under Satan's nose. This is the time. I tell you. You're right, brother Abel. Hallelujah. And nothing, it's he's working his thing out. He's working his thing out. Even when it gets to the point where he's been placed in in his abyss for 1,000 years. He already got things set for while he's in his abyss. He put things in place already for his future departure. He thinks for the past. It's really for destruction of us to go against the Most High. That's what he's thinking. That's what he's putting together. Do not underestimate Hashatan. Don't underestimate him now. He got things in place. Yes, he did. He got things in place. He used it against our own brothers and sisters and coming out of Egypt. What makes you think he won't use the same thing against us? This is what he did. And he continues to do it. He continues to do it. But at the same time, brothers and sisters, that's where the prayer and supplications come in at, because we're going to need it. We're going to need it. The world is moving towards a whole different direction. And then what Albert Pike was talking about, Such things will be in it. I mean, we can sit up and talk about getting out of Christianity and things of that nature. He said, "Oh no, they ain't even worried about that." In that letter, oh, that's going to be abolished anyway. It's going to be abolished. Obadiah, yes, and Obadiah. Didn't like that prophet said Obadiah? Yeah. hmm This is this is it. This is it. And the people that go sit around, they go falsely claim peace and security. That's what they're going to do. They're going to also do that. Because Obadiah, Obadiah. Esau will be still ruling. Yes. He's going to be there at Armageddon. Truthfully. That's where he's going to be there. But I tell you, brothers, this is not no joke. Those joking days, talking about dying and I'm going to heaven and things with the church be talking about, oh, you ain't gotta do this here, you ain't gotta do that there. Your reward is in heaven and so and so. We woke up. We woke up. And now when this awakening started to happen, the world said the same thing. I'm gonna tell you what they did. They came in somewhat, truthfully mocking us. Because they recognized that we started to wake up. And now they call it, what do they call it? They call it woke. That was the world call it. But they call it, but it's in a mockery. Just to throw everybody else off, if all possible. Just to throw the world off. All say we woke. They sit there, wait, say we woke. It is what it is, and we're not trying to lose sleep over some unnecessary battling of the words. No. Mm-mm. World War III and their unnecessary nonsense. I'm not even. Mm-mm. But that's what the devil is pushing out. That's what he's pushing out. Mm-mm. Um, we just have to. I ain't gonna say we just, because it's not just. This is going to be a battle for us, our loyalty towards the Most High. That's what it's going to be. And the more we stick together, the stronger we're going to become. We went into slavery together, and we need to come out together. That's just a known fact. This here, this world that's full of distraction, is something I seriously believe we gonna have to fight against like it's smack brand new to us, and which is not. It's not brand new. The struggle is just harder. The scriptures now, and especially this the end time. That's it's getting heavier. It's getting heavier because if you go back like last year, early part of last year, it's 2024, 2023. You had so many brothers, had so many channels out there on YouTube. Everybody, when one brother get finished, we'll go to another channel. Let's see what he's talking about. And then hop on the panel and everybody voice their opinion. We was very alert at that time. We were. You don't find too many brothers open up the panel like that no more. No, you don't. Um, and it's because we are under attack. We're starting to feel the stresses of the world a little bit more because it's meant to hinder us. It's meant to slow us down. It's meant to slow us down. That's what it's meant to do. And it's happening. I mean, I used to get feeds from different brothers and things of that nature. Shalom, brother Sam. I don't get them like that no more. I don't get them. I literally have to go back and search up, pull up names. It's meant to separate us. They know, these Negroes are getting together. We need to separate them. Now you got to literally type in the name or try to come up with close to the name that you may think what it is in order to find it, trying to find the channel. And then at the same time, when you're trying to stay together as a family or a nation, then here come some other channels claim to be of Yasharel, and then but saying that Yahusha never existed. So this is what I'm talking about. We've been bombarded, brothers. If you go back into 2023, the early part of 2023, the last part of 2022, or the middle of 2022, all the way up to the beginning of 2023. No, you don't know. Oh, no, you had a lot of brothers that was tightly knit. You did. Tightly knit. We don't have that as much like we used to. Maybe it needs to be called out just to put some on brothers and sisters of mine. You know what? That may be true. Let me start getting back online and doing what I need to do and things of that nature. Because I do know that we got our own individual lives outside of YouTube and things of that nature. Yeah. Oh yes, Pixie Dust. Strife. His strife started in the Garden of Eden. Then he took it up to the heavens. He's a strifeful person. That's what he's known for. And he brought that in. Do you all remember when what's his name? TCA? When he came out talking about people throwing up signs like right now, you see my finger like this. This is not no sign. This is me holding a microphone. It was a sign to him though. See, these are the type of things that we should not be wasting our time on. I mean, we do a lot of gesturing. Black people do. We gesture. But if you could take that and you can say, oh, he doing this here, that's a sign for the so-and-so. I'm going to say this and I'm going to say it again. I would like to see how he treats the deaf. Everything about them is about finger signs. That's how they talk. Communicate, rather. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that, that right there, that incident, yeah, it threw a lot of brothers into I'm not gonna say panic mode, but it stirred up a lot of hatred. That's what it did. It stirred up some hatred. That's what it did. Now, man, Yakoba, truthfully, we was saying that wasn't a brother. We said, no, I don't think that's him and things of that nature. We were saying we was on a covenant awakenings and we were saying these things. But come find out, yeah, that was the brother. Okay. I mean, but then, you deal with the nonsense and you press on. But that strife, Sister Pixie Dust, the oldest trick in the book, and it still works. The oldest trick in the book, and it still works. I tell you. But like I said, these are the things we have to deal with. TCA wasn't all wrong. It wasn't all right either. That's true, y'all saying. Now you just literally throwing up a sign and you know what you're throwing up. That's a different story. You know, there's some signs out there. I'm gonna tell you, what's that group? Not group. These singers, they be throwing up some signs. Now, if you seen the Hebrew, if you hear a brother of Israel do the same thing, oh yeah. I mean, you just stand there and you go do the same thing, head, over your head and all that stuff. No, you put yourself in a peculiar position. What was in images? You know, that's the thing. We want to see some. We want to see some demonic things. We might hang that one up. Excuse me. We might hang that one up. We want to see it. Things we haven't seen in our lifetime. But the scripture says there's nothing new under the sun. May have been held back, but it's not new. It will be new to us. And it could be so new to us that it'll shake us off our rocks. This is the warning the Most High has given us. There's nothing new under the sun. If you see something that you know for a fact is not normal, trust and believe. It was always on this planet. Yeah, the celebrities, yes, they do. They do it all the time. All the time. And if you notice that when it comes to these celebrities, especially the music awards, last year it was so demonic when even funny. Everything was laced in red. Everything. You had a guy on stage singing, and I thought were well, they had some men dressed like women, and kind of find every last one of them was males. But this is his system. He can do that. The only danger is we caught up in it. I ain't gonna say we caught up in it. We're in the circle of their nonsense. Well, you know what? Now, when these celebrities, they starting to wake up too. They're starting to wake up, and they're trying to escape. But getting out is difficult to get in, and it's difficult to get out. It's difficult for you to get out, and especially if you got hooked on a particular lifestyle, especially if you got hooked on the money, and especially if they have any type of dirt on you. You may think you meeting this nice sister or whatever, and you're gonna get with that sister. Trust and believe. It's being recorded. It's being recorded. Then it's gonna come out and say, "Oh, he got with a man," not knowing. Wait a minute, Sister Pixie, she said, "Wait a minute, Quincy is no longer with us. Quincy Jones." I tell you, I gotta look it up. I tell you, I did not know that. 91. Okay. Hey, sorry to hear that. And let me say something about Quincy. You can't judge the brother. That's for the Most High to do. We can't judge no one. I don't care. Did he? We cannot judge him. People can sit right here and talk about him and everything. That's not for us to do. That's not for us to do. They was in that business, and Quincy was in that. Ooh, man, shucks. Quincy been in that business for a moment. Made some nice music and things. Worked with a lot of different brothers and sisters and things. Helped a lot of brothers and sisters. But trust and believe, we all, whether we're in that business or not, we all got a dirt laced on us. We do. And one thing I will say, even when it comes to any stars, the wages of sin is death. He paid for it. We can't judge him. He paid for it. He's been forgiven. So how in the world we go to I remember when what's his name? What's that brother's name? Samuel Jackson. What's that brother's name? Samuel. He had a YouTube channel. I got the brother on the tip of my tongue. I tell you the truth. But he had a YouTube channel, and what was it? The year before last? No, 2023. The brother fell asleep in death at 56 years old, and he was encouraging our sister to look at life a lot different and things of that nature. Yeah, he would hit below the belt at times. Oh, never about all the time. He did. And he had a massive audience. He was trying to get the sisters to look at life a whole lot different, because he was looking at something that was going down a road that was going to be detrimental. And for the sisters that got to that age limit, and they was understanding what he was saying. They understood it because they had life to prove it. But for the vast majority of the sister was saying, they didn't like what he was saying. But anyway, when that brother died, I never seen so many comments talking about, yeah, I hope he burn in hell. All of this stuff. And my thing is this, brothers and sisters, I'm going to say this. I mean, you can't, that's it. What? Ain't that crazy? I had his last name and trying to figure Sister Pixie does how you threw that I see you threw the little emoji. Yeah, Kevin Samuel. I'm sorry about that. But I don't think because what he was saying, truthfully, brothers and sisters, if he could have maneuvered a lot of sisters' mindset, he literally found himself fighting against Hashatan. Because now he's, hey, let's go to these sisters. Let's talk to these sisters and see if we can work with these sisters. Oh no. No. But when the brother fell asleep in death, I just seen all the comments and they was talking about how they was glad that he was dead. They hope he burned. Let me tell you some, brothers and sisters, and I hope that it stays with you. When the Most High told Abram, I will bless those that bless you. I will curse those that curse you. And right now, brothers and sisters, the only thing we can go by is right now that Brother Samuel was Israel. Let's just go with that. If you are one of those persons that wish that evil upon them, the Most High is not slow to his word. And one thing he's not going to be is made to be a liar. He's not. And when I say we need to pick our words and our statements, we need to pick those. I mean, don't get me wrong, brother. I mean, there are going to be some frustrating situations out there. But I'm quite sure that man never stepped a foot in had a face-to-face reaction with a lot of those sisters. And for the one that was just sitting back listening, that formed an opinion, that's a terrible thing to be into. And that's across the board. That's across the board. You're right, Brother Abel. You got to guard your heart and the tongue. That tongue always talking about life and death. All this stuff is being recorded by the Most High. Now, granted, you said some things out of frustration. You turn around and repent and things of that nature. You have the Most High's trust as to what He's going to forgive for you. But this is what the devil is using. That type of strife that he was pushing out. Well, that was some things I didn't agree with, and things as to what the brother was saying. But the foundation, yep. But I seen him as a problem for the world. Truthfully, that's what I seen. Because if you going in there, you know what the devil has put in place. Hey, let's give these black women power. Make sure the black man is not inside the house. The brother's seen that. He's seen all that. He's seen the corruption. He's seen what the world put in place. And he spoke about it. What makes you think the devil needed him to live? No. Have you seen? Well, I mean, now you do have some other channels out there that try to get. Well, I ain't gonna say try. They're on a level with his line of thinking and things of that nature. Because how we see on this awakening, we want to be awakened. We are men that's not taking the lead. You just may be forced to take the lead because you got used to not taking the lead. The Most High did not create you to sit back and twiddle your thumbs. He did not. This is going to be the time, especially with this awakening. It ain't gonna be no just one man. You might not living. It's gonna be a whole lot more. Period. It's going to be a whole lot more. But that's what we're gonna have to start getting ourselves into. Shalom, Sister Emma. We're gonna have to get ourselves into that more so than ever before. We're gonna have to what I'm gonna say we have to. It will behoove us to take to heart of what we're seeing, what we have witnessed, because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. The world is not under the wilderness. It's not. Only a remnant of people are under this or in this wilderness. What we call a wilderness, they call it paradise. Because they, shalom, charity is love. They look at it as a time of them making money, taking vacations, got my foot on somebody's neck. That's their paradise. The devil has brought all types of nations around us. That's what he did. He brought all types of nations around us, and they're doing what they want. That's what they're doing. They're doing exactly what they want. This is a sad. What? Let me take that. To a degree, it is a sad situation. And it's going to be a detrimental one at the same time. And it's going to be turned back around and be a one of celebration. Because no, we're not just going to be keep on laying down. The trampling of Israel, um, those days has already we have already started to rise. We have already started to rise. Now, the moment we are fully standing up, we're on a whole different ball game. Then it's a whole different ball game. We're no longer naive to where we belong. The world used that. What was that? Was it Truth Unedited? How they used it, how they kept us, they kept persecuting us, keeping us away from what they may call the good life or equal justice. This is what they did to us. But then they got to a point, all right, now it's time to let them in and make them feel like they're one of us. That's a demonic pimping. I ain't ever seen one. I mean, we didn't see it. We did not see it. But now we understand it. We understand their mechanism, what the devil has done, what he put in place, and how he did it. And the Most High allowed it. He allowed it to happen. That's what he did. He allowed it to happen. But we want to overcome. Because one, we have his saving hand. It's going to bring us up out of it. And we are at that time, period. We're at that time. Yahushua even said it in Matthew, when he said that he will have to go back to his father and pray that he watch over us because we are sheep surrounded by wolves. That's globally. That is globally. Hashatan has principalities around this globe just to affect, first and foremost, Israel. I don't care whether yet these people here, you need to make sure you bring it on. Make sure they don't get nothing. And they seen to it. Yeah, you're right about that, Sister Ema. The armor of Yah. That's what we need. And we're gonna need we need that now and going forward. That's what we need. Sister Georgetta, he said, I truly believe the brothers are wakening up and accepting their role, family roles, because of how they are treated, because of the voting process of disrespecting. Oh yeah, they knew exactly when they brought that disrespecting in. They knew that. And that like I said, that stuff started in the 60s. And they interviewed a whole lot of sisters with babies on their laps. And they were saying that, oh no, I don't need no man. It started then. I can take care of my kids by myself. It started there. No other race on planet was saying anything like that, except for our sisters. The devil knew exactly what he was putting in place. He knew it. And so after so much disrespecting, what do black men do? They went to other races, white, Asian, Spanish, Latin, whatever you want to call it. That's what they did. That's part of disobedience and saving of a nation. That's part of it. Due to Israel's unfaithfulness, salvation came to the world. Salvation was just not by preaching as to who we are. When the Most High was talking about it, he was talking about bloodlines being scattered all over this planet. Willingly or forcefully. That's what the world did. This is what our forefathers put us in. Yeah. And brothers are, the brothers are stepping up to their roles now. They are. They are. They are. I mean, I can't say they're not now. But I think once it we sit down as a whole, because it was, what was that? Who was that said the strife? Somebody mentioned strife. It's that strife that comes in so smoothly, and it's sitting there and we don't even see it until it's too late. Then boom, it done blew up everything. It's like now, and the first thing people say is that well, should have known. You can't trust black people to put anything together. Should have known that was going to happen. That's what the people say. When I say the people, I'm talking about us too. Us too. There's a lot of fighting we have to do. And it's not necessarily physical. It's spiritual. A lot of things we have to start putting to the side. And just fighting to maintain peace. I mean, like, what was it? Who should say it? If it maintains peace, let yourself be wrong then when it comes to your brother. Let yourself be wrong. But he was not speaking about the world. He was not. He was talking to his people. Chaldeans, Israel. That's who he was talking about. Genesis 15, y'all, yes. We know about that one now. I know what you're saying, Brother Dylan. Yeah, Dylan. That's the thing. But when it's all over said and done, brothers, when it's all over said and done, we must strive. One, to stay alert. Two, to work with our brothers. With the strongest of all possibilities. Now, when it's things starting to get out of control and it's bothering your conscience, your spiritual well-being, oh yeah, you have that right to make a spiritual decision when it comes to your spiritual welfare. You got that. I mean, that's your right. When it comes to your brothers, try your best to seek that peace. It's going to pay off in the well. We used to say the long run. We used to say the long run. The long run is now it's short. Revelation 12, Hashem came down knowing he had a short period of time. Now, if you go back 1,000 years from now, it was still a short period of time, but not as short as this. Not when this awakening and you are witnessing, he is witnessing the awakening of Yah's people. And for him to be looking at us, waking up, hey, no, We're the people of the book, brother. We are the people of the book. And everybody, now it's the voices are starting to rise. We're the people of the book. We're the people of the book. Now he's starting to see this stuff. Yeah, he's panicking. The Most High don't have to warn him about nothing, about what he's doing with his people. But when he starts to notice it, he starts to move on it. And trust and believe, he's noticing it. He probably put the APB out on to all of his principalities globally. They on the watch. You may have a brother or sister here that travels over to Africa. They know exactly who you are. They know exactly what you're trying to do, and you want to be hindered. You're going to be, because they know exactly what you got going on, and they don't want no parts of your faith here on this continent, which they can't stop. They cannot stop it. They cannot stop it. Not one red cent. Cause a distraction and things of that nature. Yeah. Make things hard. Yes. But at the end of it all, the Most High is going to be standing up in His glory. His people will be right behind Him. That's where we're going to be, right behind Him, because He stands for us. You have to go through that discipline stage. That's what we have to go through. And right now, the way it's looking, it's as if this Exodus is so close. I just don't want us to fool ourselves to believing we have a lot more time to do this and to do that. No, I wouldn't roll those dice. That's just me. I would not roll those dice at all. These last days are just as what the Most High said, the end times. The end times. Look at your feed, brothers and sisters. Look, but I know a lot of you brothers, when you set your alerts, they don't go off. And truthfully, you are going to see a lot more brothers and sisters channel get turned off. Not at their own doing, but they're going to start getting it. They're going to start shutting them down. It's going to happen. They're recognizing what's going on. They are recognizing. And the thing about it is, it's gaining track. It's gaining track. You can't even go. I'm gonna tell you, it's difficult. It's difficult to do an AI. It's difficult to do an AI clip. They always want to throw Gentiles in there. Always. And they make it difficult to do it. But hey, this is his system. He can do those things. We just work with what we can work with and things of that nature, and we try to keep it moving. But this is what he puts out there. I tell you, it's tiresome. And it's tiresome. 21, yeah. Now the 6 horsemen in the seal. Now when it comes to those seals, the 7 seals. I listened to some brothers on that, the seals and things. I'm not fully I'm not gonna say convinced. I can't truthfully. If you ask me what seals are open and things, I can't tell you. Only thing I do is read and making an assumption. You know, um, that's the most. I mean, I listen to other brothers when it comes to the seals and things, and see why they came up with what they came up. And then and I'm like, well, I can understand that. That sounds very well grounded. You know, Sister Ema, you said yes, brother. Man, they do. They know that their time is up. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. That's going to fool the world. The devil has kept them away from the Most High, and he tried to keep the Most High away from us. He was never going to trump supersede the Most High. That was just not going to happen. Mm-mm. But I tell you, um, this is going to be something that we have never seen nor heard. We never seen these things. We never heard these things. People talking about uh, Nephilims on the earth and things of that nature. We never seen that. We read about it. I'm telling you, I would not be surprised to see one. I would not. Because they have hidden a lot of things only to throw Israel off. It ain't for the world. I have that throw that stuff out there to the world like it ain't no thing. It's Israel. If he can fool the elite of the Most High, he's going to. Let's hold back. Then we're going to release. Let's do some wonderful works in the heaven just to fool Israel. I'm Now they talking about all these UFOs out there, shooting up and going this way and things of that nature. Brothers, let that not rattle us. Let it not rattle us. And let's just say hypothetically, let's say it's true. But the one thing we need to rely on is the Most High. Is the Most High. Because right now, what the devil is trying to do, for you to give up that birthright. If that birthright consists of you renouncing the Most High, he gonna try it. He's going to try it. He don't care what happens. Now, are you giving me this amount of money? Yeah, I do it. Boom, he's going to give it to him. And then he's going to smirk at the Most High like he did something great. Brothers, let's not fall for it. I seriously believe it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're going to be put in some compromising positions. This is not a conflict for the world. This is a conflict against Israel. And we need to always maintain that, always know this is about you. This World War III, and then they're talking about a civil war, all this stuff is about Israel. Don't fool yourself. Don't even take it outside of your head that it is not. It is about you and your awakening to the Most High, to your privileged position. This is what this is about. This is what this is about, brothers. And my encouragement is this: always um oh yeah, that birthright. Yes. And I tell you, he knows the value of your blood. Hashatan do. He knows the value. If he did, if he didn't know the value of your blood, there's no way he would have went and tried that with Yahusha. He knew the value of that blood. He knew it. He knew the value of that blood. He did. So when he couldn't get to the to Yahusha, nor to the woman's seed, excuse me, um, what did he do? He went out to me and you. That's what he did. He came after us, and with this awakening, he's coming. He bringing some heat. He's bringing heat. If you notice things about the family, speak on it. Speak on it. And do what needs to be done, brothers. We're seeing what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring ourselves back as a nation, according to God's will. Did you hear about another tornado in Oklahoma? See? You know what? Just let me tell you something. I don't even get the feed for news channels. Not even after zero. And used to pop up. I gotta literally go and search it down just to get the news. No, I didn't hear about the tornado. But hey, but what who's that sister? Sister Kathy Jones. Yeah. My thing is this. Did they say global warming at the end of it? They always try to leave that at the end of the broadcast when they talk, people are concerned about global warming. They need to go ahead and change all y'all's judging. See, oh, you know what? That's what we need to come up with. Our own end of times channel, news channel. And we let it be known. We don't say global warming. We call it judgment. Yeah, I don't think the channel will last long. Truthfully speaking, I don't think it'll last long. Yeah. The judgments are going to get heavier, brothers and sisters. It's going to be. It's going to get so heavy that the news won't be able to keep up with it. They will not be able to keep up with it. They Hashatan is he's pressed for time. Brothers, he's pressed for time. Time is a luxury that's running out with him. That's exactly what it's doing. No, sister, you know what, Sister Jones, Kathy? We haven't seen anything yet. Truthfully, we haven't. We haven't seen World War III. That's shooting a bomb. Alrighty. It's the dark stuff that we haven't seen. It's that dark stuff they're gonna try to rattle your bones with. That's what it is. We're just trying to get to a place of security. That's it within the Most High. Now he said the Most High said he's going to put us back in our place. So what do you think will have to happen before he put us back in our place? Those principalities got to get up. They got to be evicted. There was a cleansing in the heavens, you remember? What makes you think that there will be no cleansing on this continent of the principalities? It's going to happen. The Most High allowed certain brothers and sisters to come here to play or represent themselves as these spies who's coming in to make relationship with brothers and sisters so that we can continue to move forward. This is what's happening. Yes, they're going to get weak. Of course, the scripture also denotes that Babylon will be a place of every lurking, unclean spirit and bird. Please correct me if I'm wrong, if the scripture did not say that. It will seem that the Most High sent all these unclean spirits are going there. I'm going to take my people out and put you in. And this place will be so unclean, you can't even fathom it. But that's what the Most High, that's what the scripture said in Revelation. You know, brothers on that network side, and I was just looking at some stuff just yesterday. I was looking at some information. This guy was talking about the internet and things of that nature, and how, you know, how vulnerable it is. And I was saying, man, if it was me, I would have a network just on this continent. AI, no. If it's not, no, that's just too close to Enoch's time to me. When the unfaithful angels and things. It's like, and it's just me, brother, and I could be wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong. It's like the Most High has taken us to a time where we should be, not where we want to be, to a time of what we should be. If it's like, hey, you got to eat, go out there and start growing you some food. And if you may not be that farmer, you may don't like it, right? Find you a trade where you can trade. That's what I'm seeing. And I could be wrong. And I'm not saying that this is how things are going to be and things of that nature. I'm not saying that. But a lot of things that the system has that we may be accustomed to, I don't think we're going to have it. I don't think we're going to have it. The scriptures clearly states that we're going to be living without walls. Okay. Well, you know what, Sister Kathy? I hope it gets down to it where it's just one citizenship. Because, it seems like that one over there, it's about to be done away with. And the reason why I say done away with is because the Most High says he's going to judge the nation. Trust and believe. That residue is going to hit us here in Africa too. Because he's going to judge these colonizers that's here, that wrote laws here. He's going to affect them. They go see, we need to get out. They're going to get they're going to get the plagues. Just like the Most High, Jeremiah, when he was talking about, the Most High was talking about great indeed and how terrible that day is going to be for Jacob. Did not the Most High also say that he's going to put Babylon in a great tribulation? So now you take that great trouble, all of that terrible day, and now apply it to the nation. Now, this is the thing. Somebody asked about when will the great tribulation for the nation start? I'm gonna say this. It seems like it's going to start, and we go like scrape it, but we go come right out of it. It's like no cuts, no bruises, no bumps. That's my understanding of that, because the Most High said, but Jacob is going to be saved out of it. And it would appear that the Most High is sent out of his tribulation. And then he's saying also, if you do not want to receive part of her plagues in her tribulation, don't get involved with her. And if you are involved, cleanse yourself so that you do not get part of her plagues. Talk to me if I'm wrong. Talk to me if I'm wrong. This is serious. This is monumentally life-saving for us. We never spoke like this before. Let's go back 20 years. We didn't speak about this here. It was all about going to heaven. That's what we was all to. I'm going to be with Jesus, sweet Jesus. This is what they was telling us and they taught us. But when we woke, oh, wait a minute, hold on. That's something totally different. Y'all didn't say anything about this. Mm-mm. Now, in this end time, as Jeremiah, the last scripture of that chapter, you will start to understand this in the last days. Who was it? Who was he talking to? He was talking to his people. He was not talking. Why in the world the Most High go talk to the world? The world is not in captivity. Israel is. Israel is in captivity. The world can go back to his or her own nation. We can't. Not by law. But the Most High is going to supersede any type of law that's out there. Now, if you want to talk about people going back to their own land, I can see it happening now, truthfully. If you want to look at what the Most High said he's going to do to the nations, I'm going to make a complete extermination of the nations. Okay? That's the thing. He's going to affect a lot of these so-called colonizers and people who are in bed with colonizers. You're going to get dealt with off the top. Now, his people that are standing in front of these colonizers, calling themselves crooked politicians, yes, they're going to get disciplined too. They're going to get disciplined. I ain't going to say two. I'm not going to say two. They're going to get disciplined. But the ones that are not of Israel, oh no, you're looking at a destruction off the top. That's what they were looking at. That's what they're looking at. That's and now when they start to realize, hey, it's only these people that are sick. They're the only one that's dying from this plague. Why? And they may just wake up and say, you know what? I'm going back to my own country. And in their own country is where they're probably going to not be having that sickness. Brothers and sisters, I'm just throwing out what ifs. And that may lead them to go back home to their own country. The Most High said that they was going to go. How they going to go, I don't know. That was just one scenario that may happen or might happen. That's it. The Most High, he's not that. No, once we started, oh, I tell you, once the Most High has already started. He already started. You got the judging that's going on off the top. They can call it global warming until they blow in the face. We know what's happening. But the thing about it, it's going to happen more frequently. It's going to. They will have to. The world will have to recognize one thing. Because Hashatan is not going to tell them. He's not. They're going to have to start realizing some things on their own. But by the time they realize it, and it will. It will say, you know what? All of these. All of these people that came to Africa, Gentiles. And now, mind you, now when I say Gentile, I'm talking anybody that is not of Israel, or the Hamites in the northern part. Now, there's a judgment that they're going to give, and I seriously believe they will realize I need to go back home. I talk to my people. There ain't nothing like this happening there, and it may be that when they start dropping by the tens of thousands, yeah, that's something that gets your attention. And the Most High did not shy away from that when He did it with His people. Why in the world do you think the Most High is going to shy away from the nations when He dealt with His people the same way? When Israel got beside themselves and started, what was it, Balak? And but he was sent there to curse Israel, but He ended up blessing them. But then He came back, did a sinister move. Those Israelites, man, those guys love foreign women. Bring the women in. But the Most High came back on him too. Yes, He did. He came back on them. Oh, you go sit with this. Oh, you playing that dirt. All right. Mm-hmm. But He got them. But then out of that, what was it like? 25 or 250,000 of those men died because they start eating meat that was sacrificed to their God. You can't even eat meat that's sacrificed to another God. I don't care. It can be beef sirloin. If it's been blessed by their God, you're unclean. And the Most High judged His people on it. What was that? Phinehas went in there, took that sword, and went through his brother's groins into that woman's stomach. Yes, he did. We can't even eat meat like that. Yes, we cannot. We cannot. And so now, excuse me, we're at this end time. This is the end game. This is it. This is it. They're going to get out of here. Trust and believe. They're going to go. If the Most High got to use plagues, He's going to use plagues. And that's without a warning. That's without a warning. For us, He is yelling out to us, crying and pleading with us. That's what He's doing. He is pleading with Israel. He knows what we went through. He knew how blind we were. Now, He's asking us to come out. Come on out of her. And trust me, brothers and sisters, don't get it twisted. A lot of our family members, when if you open up one scripture, it's in their head. The Most High left it there. He left something there for them to ponder over repeatedly. They may sit up and get mad and all that stuff. The seed is already there. It's there. You good. The Most High knows He's dealing with a stiff-necked people. He knows it already. And He woke those ones up that needs to be woke. And here you all are in the chat listening. He knows exactly. I need to wake these people up first and foremost. They're going to take to it and they go run with it. The rest of them, they're going to wake up. They're going to wake up. I love these people. And he wears his emotions on his sleeve. He said he loved Israel. He loved it. And so, let's maintain that love that the Most High has for us. That's what we need. That's what we want to need it in order for us to continue to move forward. These things are going to happen. This nation must be cleansed first before we come back. Yahushua, what did he do? He went back to the heavens to make room for his disciples. You don't think he was going to let the disciples, once they die, come straight to heaven? And Hashatan is still up there. The house is no. No, he had to go there and he removed them. He had to. It's just like me inviting you over to my house and you got dirty socks and dirty drawers in the middle of the floor, dirty shoes, house dirty and things. Presentation. When company coming over, you make sure everything is clean. You show respect for your company that's coming over. And that's what Yahushua did. Went in there and cleaned out because he knew there was an unclean spirit in the heavens. The same thing will have to be done to this remnant. The same thing. It has to be cleansed of these nations. It's going to be cleansed. Because they will not be ruling over us. You, on the other hand, that's a totally different story. Totally different story. I don't entertain it because, all right, the Most High says it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I mean, I don't sit there and just daydream. I got somebody picking my toenails or something. I don't go down there, no. I don't. But he said, those that put you in captivity will go into captivity. Now, that captivity don't necessarily mean that you're coming from India to our home. Captivity, when you say you're gonna be put in, you can be, they can be taken out of captivity and go over to China, But there's going to be some that's going to be here serving Israel. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But the churches ain't going to teach you that, though. The churches are not going to teach you that. They don't want that type of life for them. They seen our life and they loved it because they got rich off of it. We don't need their money to get rich off of them in a slave-based economy. We're not built that way. We don't need that type of money. And we won't have that type of money. Not based on a slave base. No, what the Most High is going to do is it's going to far supersede what they call the dollar. The dollar is unclean. It's part of Babylon. Why in the world do the Most High need to use or even put on top dollar? He has his own minerals that he created. He can use that. There's nothing that he cannot do. And there's some things that he will not do because he said anything about Babylon. That's what, when it came down to Korah, Dathan, and the Bible, what did the Most High tell the Israelites? Don't touch nothing of theirs. Everything they got is unclean. He's telling us to come out of Babylon. Everything that's in Babylon is unclean. The same thing. He's telling us the same thing. It's unclean. Granted, now, brothers and sisters, I'm not going to say sit up here and take the money and throw it into the street because we know that's a necessary evil. And that's the reason why we use it, is because we need it to eat, pay bills, and things of that nature. The Most High knows exactly what we're doing with money. But the time is going to come where the Most High is going to get rid of it too also. Because it's part of his system. It's a God for them. But this is the warning that we continue to get, is to get out of her. Mentally, and as well as spiritually. More importantly, spiritually. And mentally, and physically. All of them are important. Yeah. You don't want to jump out of one frying pan, Babylon, into another one. Yeah, exactly. Why in the world we need to bring US dollars over here and we are funding the Most High? No. If anything, we'll control it. If anything, all right. Let the dollar serve as a slave for us. Boom. We good. We good. Let the nation's money serve as a slave for us. We buy by the world's currency. Is that not slavery? What? That's what the world do. That's what the United States did. We go do things according to God's will. They laid it out there. We're not bent over double for the dollar, what they used to call the almighty dollar. There's nothing holy about it. If that dollar got to go into slavery, so be it. Let slavery be what it's going to be. Because how do you, the stock market, what do you brothers and sisters think it was the first thing that was on the market? The first thing on the stock market was Israel. If you think I'm joking, oh my goodness, look that stuff up. You'll be surprised. When they were selling our brothers and sisters in slavery, that started the stock market. Israel. The stock market, all right, let them do this. Rename it. The selling of Israel. That's what it was. The Romans, all Rome did was jump over from one continent to another. Yeah, they doing business on both continents. Matter of fact, on a lot of continents. The Most High does not need a dollar to raise his people up. More so, we are the jewel of the Most High. That's what we are. And if you look at it, and if you look at it, okay. We're on our way, brothers. I'm serious. We're on our way. It started already. All of the thoughts you brothers and sisters have been putting in the chat and things of that nature, you're not doing that of your own initiative. A lot of this is the Most High. He's telling you what's about to happen, what you can do, things of that nature, and you speaking on these things. Yes, our blood has made them filthy rich. It did. You know what, Sister Ema, you're right. But to add to that, our unfaithfulness made them filthy rich also. Just to add to what you said, yes, we did. But we're rising. We're rising. That's one thing we're doing. We are rising. Now it's that time where we have to start thinking about education, schools, what the kids, organizing us. When I say disorganized, oh my goodness, you want to talk about a disorganized people. Woo-wee. It's not to put the brothers and sisters down. It's not. But the moment we organize ourselves, and there's a time where I'm sorry, we will have to do it. We will have to seclude ourselves. We will have to heal ourselves as a nation. We will have to. There's a lot of damage. Did not the Most High just sit and, I don't know, Jeremiah 30, how we are damaged people. He's the only one that can heal us. Now, whether that's take instant or time, we don't know. But we know we are going to be healed. That's what we want to do. We're going to be healed. And on that, brothers, I'd like to thank you, brothers, for being here today. Um, I spoke with one of the brothers, for we're trying to get donations in for to take this trip to Malawi. We're trying to set it up for 2 weeks from now. So yes, we're trying to rally up funds for that trip to do the survey in Malawi up in the mountains. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Hey, how you doing? I don't know his name. Hey, how you doing? I'm back. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the trip. We're trying to get funding to take this trip over to Malawi and do the survey. And so we're hoping if the funds come through in 2 weeks, we'll try to head out, do what we need to do, report back, and we're just hoping that the Most High bless our efforts there, that we can, this can at least a bigger and better thing. And so we really truly ask for donations from the brothers and sisters so that this trip can happen. I really do. Thanks, Sister Kathy Jones. I tell you, that little brother come over there about every day, and he want me to shake his hand every time. But yeah, that's what we're trying to conjure up and things of that nature. And move in that direction. Then also start looking at, like I said, the compounds for the orphanage. This is an endeavor, and with these last days, it's going to happen. We know exactly what we're focusing on, and it's not the election and things of that nature. We this is a long life relationship that we're building. Period. And they got to start somewhere. You got Journey with Us. You have Journey with Us. What's the other brother and sister name? They be trying like online businesses. I forgot the name of it. Journey with Us. I forgot the name. I have to think of brothers later. I tell you. Shalom, Sister Monica. In New York. Wait a minute, hold on. Sister Monica. She said in New York City, right in front of Harlem Hospital, sits a statue of a black man, woman, and child. Cited one of their slave auctions. Are you joking me? Alrighty. And I appreciate that, Sister Joan. I really do appreciate that. It's like things I had to put it in a list, and I just need to go and take care of this, scratch it off. It's been done. Move on to the next one, to the third, move on, and things of that nature. And that's what we're trying to do. And like I said, at the same time, more importantly, asking for the Most High's hand to be in it, and that we do things according to law first and foremost. That's going to be the one. It's doing things according to law. We can never downplay the laws that the Most High has given us from our forefathers. Those laws, and they will have to reign supreme within us and over us, truthfully. Under his sight, under his system, We don't have his spirit lingering on us. That's one thing that's going to be a superb blessing. Of course, we do not have his spirit roving about on us. Of course, now we go be in the land he cannot touch. We will be in a land that he cannot touch. Plain, you're right, Sister Emma. There is so much wickedness in plain sight, and they're not hiding themselves. Sis, I would not be surprised. The devil showed himself now. There's so much evil in the world. What? I mean, you got some of these. I ain't gonna call that guy's name because I can't. I can't stand his actions. And he was talking about giving the devil a lap dance. Had some demonic gym shoes. If that ain't the woo. Hey, but this is the wickedness of this world. This is the wickedness of the world that we're seeing, that we're witnessing. And they're like, it's about time. If you think the rainbows came out of the closet, if you think the rainbow came out of the closet, the demons are coming right behind. They're coming right behind. Yeah, the way he's going. And you know what, Sister Jones, on that? The thing about it is this too. Right now, yeah, he's on a very bad road. And ain't just him too. I mean, I'm just saying him because he's blatant with it. He's blatant with it. Mm, uh, mm. I hope a lot of brothers. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some stars out there. I know. What's his name? He's Hebrew. What's his name? Jamie. Yeah, he spoke about being Hebrew. As well as a lot of singers out there. A lot of them speak about that. This is the time for us to stand up as Yasharel. I mean, if your family's not listening, you preach harder. If they see you, they know you. Hey, let me just share one scripture with you, and you move on. You ain't got to bombard them. Because the knowledge that we have, yeah, it can be overwhelming at times. I had people say, man, Mike, what you're saying is true, but man, I mean, that's that you overwhelming me. Brother Williams, shalom. He said, they know. Oh yeah, money is the God. Money, my thing is take their God and use it as a slave. That's my mentality. Take it and use it as a slave. Luke was a mixed half Hebrew and Greek. Luke, I think Luke was no. You're talking about Timothy. Timothy was half uh, Israelite and Greek. His father was Greek. I believe that's what you're talking about. I don't think Luke was one because Luke was not part of the 12. Luke was not part of the 12. I can go back into the information, but Luke was not because those 12 disciples was chosen um, um, to serve Yahusha. He was not one of the 12. He was not one of the 12. All right, all right. Yeah, yeah. It was Timothy. All righty. Yeah, his mother was of the lost 10 tribe, and his father was Greek. Yeah. Now Luke, I don't know what he was. I don't. He was not Israel. That's one thing. He was not Israel. He was a Gentile. What? Kathy, you got friends sleep talking about buying 4,000 furs. Good night. They're not they're not sleep, so they're in a nightmare. You need, you need to go for a while on them, wake them up. Mm. Yeah, Luke was a physician. I didn't know he was a lawyer, but I knew he was a physician. I knew he was one of them. Yeah. Now, Sister Ewan, let me tell you something. You don't have to always talk to your family. Your actions are the ones. It's your action that speaks louder than the words. That's what that is. They're going to refuse, and I mean they're going to do that, sis. I mean that that that's that's part of the birth pain. I heard you reading, the one you sent me. Yeah, I listened to. I like the jazz cuts behind it. I kid you not. Now, is that your music that you put behind it? But that yes, Kathy, you need to go and wake them about that nightmare. They are in a deep nightmare. I'm serious. Mm-mm. Yeah. But this is where we at, brothers and sisters. I mean, we must continue to, encourage our brothers and sisters. Because, I mean, truthfully, the Most High said He's going to take these chains off His people. He's going to take it off. So, I mean, we're just doing our part thus far. But when we done ran that race, and the Most High said, "Oh, it's been ran enough. Let me go ahead and do what I need to do." They did what my people did what they supposed to do. Now let me go ahead and wake these people up. But when this awakening, oh yeah, they're gonna need them. They're gonna need them there to explain this awakening, because they're gonna hit a lot of them like a ton of rocks. That's what's going to happen. It's going to hit them like a ton of rocks when all hell's broke down. They will be running to us, and oh, sis, yes, they are. Yes, they are. And like brother Dylan said, you got to keep your head. You got to keep your eyes on the prize. You got to. The Most High is the prize. He is the prize. This world is a joke. The Most High said, "Don't be worrying about the world. You are my world." That's who we are. If we take that and hold that near and dear to us, we good to go. There's no ifs, ands, and no buts about it. The Most High will be glorified and sanctified at the same time. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. That's who we are. We are. And brothers and sisters, like I said earlier, if you're led to, if you can assist us with a donation to get this trip funded and things of that nature, will be greatly appreciated. And that where we can go and so we can continue to move forward. That's what I'm hoping that we all do. Truthfully, I'm serious. Um, Things are about to change. Well, let me say about to change. Things have already changed. And that awakening started it. That awakening started it. And on that note, you brothers and sisters, be safe out there. Um, Things are touchy. Things are very touchy now. Watch your back. Watch your back out there. People can drop, heads, they just open up. You don't know what's on their minds now. You don't know what's on their mind. the news is going to be bombarded tomorrow, or if not even today, about this election. Don't let it get us. Don't let it get us tied up in it. Hours away from chaos. You're right, brother William. It is because either way it go, it's still gonna end up bad. It's gonna end up satanic, no matter how you look at it. It's going to end up that way. And on that note, brothers and sisters, you all be safe, and you all take care of yourselves. Oh, you know what? Let me do this here too. For those that do not know, the Cash App, the name has changed. Hold on, let me put it in the chat. Hold on. Boy, ain't this crazy. All right. I just put it in the chat. That's if you have my old one that was on the bottom of my name, that's the old one. This is the new one, the rooted in Hebrew um, Cash App, and that's the only one I have working thus far, brothers and sisters. But we're still trying to work out some unnecessary nonsense that happened to my other accounts and things of that nature. So there's a lot of information that I got to get from my account that that people went in and rambled it up. So I got to straighten out a whole lot of unnecessary nonsense that was done to my other two accounts and things of that nature. And so I mean, I hope that the Cash App will work for you, brothers and sisters, and things, um, and we'll see what happens. All right, and I thank you, brother Robert, and you brothers and sisters be safe out there. Shalom.